on. Hello, everyone. I just want you to know that you're my favorite chat. Hi, everyone, and welcome back to the Sleepy Idol. I was expecting applause, actually, so this is a bit awkward. I don't know. Listen, this is not a Schumann performance. This is a performance that I'm doing for chat. All right, so we don't need to boo.
That's why boo.
We do not need to boo in that case. Hi, everyone.
Where's Schumann?
Apparently he's apparently he might be reconnecting with Luhan, but you know.
Oh gosh, no.
That's for a little. What if Chen got married literally just for Shuhan to reconnect? Like, think about the vision. Think about it.
Well, it wouldn't matter unless they took a picture together.
Well, maybe,
Otherwise, I don't care what Chen did. Because how do I know?
What if they're just trying to keep it on the low for now? You know, they don't want anything too crazy. They don't want the stands to go too crazy.
Friendship.
Honestly.
Too crazy. Because Luan's married.
Okay, so he is married. I thought he was just engaged. So he did get married, Luhan?
I think last year. I looked it up.
Okay, so Luhan, you can't invite no one to the wedding? Like I wasn't riding and dying for you circa 2013. It's like he was not even my favorite. Actually, no, I did go up for Ooh Ooh Ooh. I defended that song, all right? Jasmine, she was trying to get it taken down from streaming sites.
I'm pretty sure we were both just like, whoop, whoop.
Oh, yeah, that's cool. That's true. I'll admit that. We kind of but good. I defended you with good. All right. He really he walked so Jungkook could run. He was the first.
You defended all the Chinese members except for Lay.
Who?
And Tao.
Yeah, I did.
Because you were like before,
Okay, stop lying.
Before he's problematic.
I don't even I'm not familiar with his work. But hello everyone and welcome to Sleepy Idol, a little bar on 34th and Crenshaw where you can sit back, relax, and talk K-pop with your friends. Today we have a lot of hot stories, hot updates on the docket. But first, of course, we're going to start off the podcast by living vicariously through one Jasmine. Jazz, what did you do this week? No, you can't. No, you can't shake your head. No, there has to be something.
Well, you never have anything. What
That's
did
true.
You do this week?
I can explain. What did I do this week? Well, I don't want to do too much because sometimes I'm like, let me put some stuff about my personal life, but then I'm like, well, if one of my ops are watching this and are finna kill me, you know, but
I'm about to say.
Well, I was just
I was at this address at this time, which I'm always at on Saturday at 4 p.m.
I just give out my social security. I'm like, should I give up? Did they deserve the social security just yet? We have to really think about that.
Credit card first.
That's true. Let's work at credit card, birth certificate, and then maybe I'll go social secure.
Exactly.
If the vibes are right, you know. The vibes have to be right. Well, in that case, let me just jump right into chat.
You didn't even say what you did.
I just said I contemplated giving out my social security. That's what I did.
Oh, yeah, that was what you did all weekend.
Yeah, I was like, I don't know. This is a big step.
No Halloween stuff?
No. In fact, I'm like really shook because we have one more week of Halloween and I haven't worn a costume. I haven't been to any spooky hayride. I literally have done zilch when it comes to that. Actually, didn't you go to that penitentiary thing? You liar.
Yeah. I didn't say I didn't do anything.
You are so okay. You're okay, whatever.
I was going to bring it up after you said what you did, but you never said.
Okay, I waited with bated breath to hear what Jazz was going to say she did on Monday morning. All right, your turn.
Did you see family?
Oh, yeah, I did. Oh, my God, my makeup is already messing up. Yeah, I saw family.
Look at that. I had to give your information.
Thank you.
What you did.
You're my secretary now. You're my assistant. Thank you. Thank you for letting me know what I did. All right, how did it go?
Yeah, I went to a haunted thingy. It was different than what I remember.
Was it scary?
It was fun. What?
Was it scary? Dang. You hear that?
Yeah. Like, there were parts where I was like, ooh.
Oh, excuse me.
Like, I feel like when I'm scared, I don't scream. I'm kind of like, when the things would jump at me, I would just be like, "Oh, hi," and like run away.
You're like, how are you, sir? Good sir. Can I sign your shoes? Like what?
Like I feel like I'm just like laughing the whole time because I'm like, please get me out.
Okay.
I don't want to experience this.
That's fair. Getting like, especially when it's like a real person jumping out, like it's scary, but also I don't want to make a fool in front of a real person, so it's kind of awkward. Wow.
Like there was a time that somebody jumped from the. So you could wear like a thing around your neck that indicated that you didn't care if people touched you.
Ooh.
And Dan
Consent.
wore it. And I remember I was standing next to him and during like the last one, and somebody just jumped like out of nowhere. It was like a dark corridor, and he jumped up in the middle of us and then grabbed Dan and was like basically in his face on the wall. And I was like,
no.
This is why I didn't put that on.
Yeah, I was gonna say no. I would literally, when that happened, I would slowly just take it off and be like, no, it's not for me. Yeah. Sorry. There you go. Hand it to the guy.
Oh my gosh, there were 3 girls that were like in front of us, and like we're walking down this dark corridor, and like immediately, like I feel like we barely made it anywhere. All I hear is a scream. Then I see them turn around. One girl falls.
Ooh.
Trying to get out.
That's funny.
But like nothing was, I couldn't even see what was happening to them. It looked like somebody just kind of like jumped out. And that was about it. But she like fell on her knees. I was like, dang, knees okay?
Oh.
She ran all the way behind us. And then I'd watched her like jog back to try and catch her friends. And eventually they were like, can we just go behind you? And we were like, yeah, that makes more sense. Because you're really scared. I don't know what's happening.
That's so funny. But that, yeah, exactly. I'd be so embarrassed. Even though that's the point of the thing, I'd be so embarrassed. I'd be like, oh my God, I'm falling for you to the guy or whoever's in those scary costumes. I'd be like, I'm falling for you. They'd be like, security. All right, so I'm gonna jump into chat real quick before we get started. Hello, Hakusho. Welcome to the stream. Dio leaves SM. Dun, 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 dun. Yes, that is
partially.
Dun, 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 dun. Listen, I've been in talks with him. He's been distraught, but we've been working.
Who are you?
And I'm like, you're a lawyer. I'm your lawyer. Now I can't speak Korean, so I'm probably gonna flop this case. But
he's really like, who?
Jamia, welcome to the stream. I'm gonna say new face because I feel like I haven't seen you in the chat before, but we love new patrons. Leanne says, I've realized that I like seeing other people do Halloween activities and actually doing them myself, mainly because I'm lazy. I mean, it's a lot.
Same with like horror games.
Oh, that is stressful though.
Like, I never want to play horror games ever. Like I just won't move. Like it's not gonna be fun for me. If someone was watching me, it's not fun. It's just like, please move. And I'm like, I know the alien's gonna jump out. I don't want to. So let's just end the game here.
That's so true. I mean, I like playing them when I'm like out of my like, I'm not going to do anything because it's too scary. But honestly, when I used to play scary games on stream, I used to literally have to hype myself up pre-stream because I'm like, I'm actually so scared. And half those games that I did on stream, I would have never completed if it wasn't for the stream because I would just get too scared. Yeah. Oh my God. Outlast was sitting in my Steam uncompleted for like 13 years. Not 13 years. For a long time though, before I played it on stream. Like I had played it. I'd got it in 2013, like played 2 seconds of it, was way too scared, and then just never played it again. Kind of tragic, but yeah. Leanne also says, I do like Halloween candy though. Last year we bought Halloween candy, but no kids in our neighborhood went trick-or-treating. Well, it was still like pandemic-y, right? That makes sense. Dang, I feel bad for the babies.
I don't get trick-or-treaters where I live.
Do I? Yeah, I do. Wait, there's just no kids there? Or?
It's the houses are too far.
Okay. Yeah.
So it's like people don't.
That makes sense.
I remember I tried one year and it was not good.
You had to trek 4 miles.
My sister, me, and like my cousins, and we're just like walking, and we're like, this is. First, no one had candy. Second, it was like, we're walking for so long. What is this?
They're like, what are y'all?
So there was like no point.
Dang, that sucks for a kid. That was like the highlight. Free candy, and like eons of it.
Yeah.
All right, y'all. So we're going to get started with the topics. But first, we have a special announcement in that one. Here, Jazz, you can just say it because these are your faves.
Oh. Oh yeah.
Not the smile.
What announcement? I forgot to put that. Yeah, it's their 5th anniversary, but I think it's technically tomorrow. It's the 24th. But I guess it's their anniversary in Korea. But they're in New York, so.
Oh yeah, so that's still happening. The concert.
How dare you?
What? I'm dead ass.
I want to go. Every day. I'm like, I try to be like, maybe I should just check the day of. Hopefully it's down a bit, and then I can go. Because I'm like, I don't know.
I mean,
will I be in this mindset when they do actually come back?
Oh, will you still be standing? Interesting. Hey, Tiny,
Or,
she's saying that they're not
like,
interesting.
do I want to go?
Oh, yeah, that's true. I mean, I would go if your biggest concern is like a price. Like, if you don't mind having nosebleeds, I would just pop in and see the nosebleeds. Oh, okay, then I would wait. But
I want to be like on the stage singing with them.
Okay, so that's not gonna happen. So the next big thing is probably if you find some cheap tickets on like StubHub or something, the day of. But I think that's a good thing. Just like make sure you have the ability to go down if you find last minute tickets. So act like you are gonna go down. Check that day for really cheap tickets, and then if you do find good seats, you can go down. If you don't find good seats, then you can be like whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I was basically going to do.
Sounds like a good plan. Also, speaking of anniversary, listen, the onces are going to come for me, but Twice's anniversary is also this month. I forget what day. But they debuted in October. And then also today is actually the, I think a couple days ago was the 7th anniversary of TT. And then today was the anniversary of Twice Coaster. So I think it's their 8th anniversary, right? And then their the 7th anniversary for TT. Actually, they'll always be coming back in
8th?
Wouldn't it be 8th? They debuted in 2000.
I guess that's right.
Yeah.
It just doesn't seem like they're only 3 years apart from ATEEZ.
Honestly, when you said ATEEZ is 5, I was like, since when? Like, they seem like babies.
COVID.
They seem like babies to me. Yeah, that's probably it. Because also ITZY, I remember I was gagged that they're like a 4-year group, right? 4-year, 5-year? Because they seem like babies to me.
They're probably at the same time as them.
Yeah,
right?
yeah. I definitely, you're right. I definitely think it's a COVID thing but I also think groups that I saw debut largely after I got into K-pop, so like 5-6 years, I will always see them as like babies. Because I'm just like, yeah, you were like literally, I remember your Hubei era where you were going on all the little shows and, you had to have one of your Sunbae groups in your thing so you could get some attraction. I remember.
NCT.
Oh. Oh, yeah. Oh, my God.
XOL. I was going to bring up that.
Come down.
What is it, 2016, whatever that year was. 2014, 90. Such a trash show.
Listen, they did what they had to do. Leanne says
Did they?
Okay, well, actually, never mind, because I was gonna say you're an ATEEZ or you're an NCT fan now, but I guess not because of that.
No, I am. It's just they didn't need all that. Just release 7 cents and everything would have been fine.
I genuinely think though that was probably the catalyst for some XOL turned NCT stan. I do think it worked because I feel like that was an era where it was like transitional for a lot of people. So, listen, I hated it, but I'm not going to act like it wasn't a business decision.
Some people don't like them.
That's true.
I'm just making that up.
I mean, with the way that people were going for at Taeyong for like 55 years, some people don't like that.
Oh, he was... That was you, too.
Uh-huh. What do you mean? I've always been Taeyong strong. I was like, give me the Gundam parts. Give me the Gundam parts because I'll take them.
All your sayings of saying scam young.
Which don't exist, okay? They still exist.
So many.
404 error
like,
not
I
found.
did not realize I said it this time.
I would never come for him, okay? I've been an NCT stan since day one. He has always been my bias. I don't even know who Lucas is, like, period. Anyway. Leanne says, 7th anniversary of TT. Forget the nursing home. Let me pick out a cemetery spot.
No.
I mean, that's what I was thinking. I was like, how is this possible? But when I'm 21 and it came out when I was 20.
You're 21. I haven't aged, so that song also didn't age.
Like,
That's impossible.
The sense isn't making sense. All right, so shout out to, I guess, in general, all the October anniversary groups. Best month to debut, period. We love a Halloween theme, period. And then I think we can actually move on to the next topic of the day. So I'm sad. I'm really sad. I think that's the only thing I can kind of describe this as, because while I'm so glad that this story is kind of coming to an end, I feel like it's coming to a very sad end. And so, of course, I'm talking about the whole 50-50 versus Attract versus The Giver debacle that has been going on for quite some time now. Last week, Jazz, you updated us with the news of the 50-50 members coming forward, 3 of them coming forward and talking about some of the harsh treatment they experienced while under Attract, mainly their health issues and like different sicknesses and conditions that they have being ignored and then being pressured to work regardless. And then I think we got to talk about this, but I know it kind of happened close to the episode last week. But there was news that Keena, who had been part of this lawsuit that the members filed against Attract for an injunction for their exclusive contract, she actually withdrew. She withdrew from the lawsuit and she actually went back with Attract. So a lot of people were shook because of this. They were wondering what this meant for the girls, what this meant for the lawsuit, what this meant for 50-50's image if one of the members are willing to go back to Attract. And so we kind of got further explanation with the situation when this week Keena, there was an interview with Dispatch that Keena did. And in it, she kind of revealed some of the Giver CEO's manipulation and kind of shady things he's done that obviously led her to want to withdraw from this lawsuit and return to Attract. So I'm just going to kind of summarize some of the big points that were revelations. So one of the things that was really, really, I think, damning and really shocking to hear was that Keena talks about how 3 days before the notice was of the group's intentions to terminate their exclusive contracts with Attract was given to the CEO of Attract. So 3 days before they were notified, the Giver CEO essentially told them that they have to stop working. They should stop working before this notice was made. And so in order to give them an excuse to stop showing up to their schedules, he had one of the members of 50-50, Sana, send the company a picture of a positive COVID test saying that she got COVID and therefore the group would have to quarantine for 3 days. So the kicker in this situation is that not only did Keena reveal that this happened, but Dispatch did their hacking the mainframe, enhance, and they read the metadata of the picture and they found out that the coordinates associated with the picture of the positive COVID test, and I think I might actually have it here, didn't align with 50-50's dorm, but rather aligned with I believe the location of the Giver CEO's company. So it was proof that
how did they find that?
You can get the latitude and you can get the coordinate, like latitude and longitude of like in metadata of photos.
Yeah, but like, did somebody send them the actual picture?
So I think that's one of the things. Now that they have Keena and they're talking to Keena, because this was sent, like, I feel like she has the connection. So, like, they got a hold of the picture. I think that was the basis of it. But I think it would make sense but also I feel like because I believe the idea, what was detailed was that Sana was the one that actually sent and said that she had COVID, but like they were all in on it. Like the Giver's CEO told them that this is what they're gonna do. So I would not be surprised if Keena had access to the original picture because he probably sent them all of it. They sent everyone there. Yeah. So that was particular, and I'm just going to literally stop right there because I feel like that was particularly damning because obviously last week we had talked about the members, detailing all these instances where their health was neglected by the company. And a lot of people, as you mentioned, Jazz, were saying, well, why are you only saying this now? Because in the original court case, apparently this was never brought up. They basically lost that case and then they appealed. So now during this appeal, all this information is coming up. And a lot of people were slightly insinuating that they could be lying or over exaggerating. Now that we have this situation where Dispatch hacked the mainframe and got the metadata, and Keena is corroborating that this was not a real COVID test, I don't know. What do you think that means for their reliability? Do you think that people are still going to maybe believe them because we know that idols have been mistreated in the past? Or do you think that this revelation completely shoots their reliability in terms of that story?
I think it is a little shady. But they also still had proof that they went to a doctor and got diagnosed with stuff. And one of them actually had surgery, so it's not like she faked that, unless the givers somehow figure a way to do that and then do that. But unless that happened, I still think there's some validity in what they said.
Yeah.
So
yeah, and I think that was what I was leaning on too. As long as you have the receipts, there's not much people can do. But I feel like a lot of people will be like, well, we don't know what you're doing behind the scenes, shady. Yeah. So I feel kind of worried about them. So in addition to that, Keena revealed that it was the Giver CEO Aung San Il who first suggested that they pursue the lawsuit. And so he basically said, do this lawsuit and I'll provide the evidence you will need to essentially win it and expose Attract. But in Keena's statement, she said that the evidence never came. So in addition, after finding out about the Giver CEO's faked education records and the whole situation where they lowered Keena's copyright percentage and the fact that the Giver CEO forged the producer's signature so he could get more of the copyright, apparently after that, contact between 50/50 and the Giver CEO was cut off, and the members pursued their legal battle with their parents' support, which I thought was really, really interesting. In addition, the Giver CEO, she noted, would take credit for their song Rising on Billboard, and he also would tell them that the Attract CEO and the company were financially unstable, so it's not, safe for your career to still be under this company. He also said, the Giver CEO also said that the Attract CEO passed on Warner Brothers buying them out and, told them that was a bad thing. And, it's proof that he doesn't know what he was doing. And then lastly, he claimed that the Attract CEO intended on acquiring investments from a big company, which he told them would only pile up in the form of debt for the members. And that it was one of the comments that were used to coerce the members' parents into doing a lawsuit against the Attract company. So this is a lot, and I think there is a big thing that it's coming out of a member themselves because, it's one thing if it's CEO versus CEO, but now that you have one of the members on technically the other side of the debate, it kind of makes it complicated. So I want to, and I want to say this delicately because I believe obviously Keena is speaking her truth. I always said when that whole the CEO lowering the percentage came out that Keena needs to get the hell out of there because that's proof that this guy doesn't have your best intention. However, do you think that now that we have Keena rejoining Attract and revealing all this information, this is basically the end of the other members even having a case, at least by the public's opinion? Or do you think it's still a he said, she said type situation?
I don't think it helps the members. It's yeah, I don't know. Because it seems like it's mainly the givers, the giver CEO that is like kind of like being like the puppet master, and it
Mm-hmm.
like Keena maybe finally started to like look at all the like things that happened and was like, wait, this is all the givers, like they're the problem.
Mm-hmm.
While the other members, I'm wondering if like they just got in too deep and that, and also they really want to just leave.
Mm.
Like maybe the idol industry, it's like they're just continuing to go. I, yeah, I think it doesn't help their case against Attract.
Mm-hmm.
Um, and it definitely doesn't help with like public opinion because I think it was already poor, at
Mm-hmm.
least in Korea. So that's what I think.
Um, Interesting that you say like you say that they're in too deep. So do you think at this point, and we're gonna get into some new news that is pretty groundbreaking in terms of how this case is going, this situation is going, but do you think that at any point they felt like, because there is a situation, I think it was back in August, or when they first had their first hearing, when this lawsuit situation first popped up. After the first hearing, the court suggested mediation. However, it was noted on August 16th, the trial returned to court because it was noted that the 50-50 side of things refused to continue mediation. So whatever, I don't know the details of it, but whatever situation was there, it didn't go forward. But do you feel like at some point, with a lot of the shady stuff that's coming out of with the givers, the 50-50 girls and their parents realized that it wasn't wise to maybe continue with the givers, but they felt like they still had to go like a sunken cost fallacy type thing, that they couldn't stop suing him? Because I think one of the things with Keena is that, like, you know, the Attract CEO was like, oh yeah, you know, she's forgiven and stuff like that, we're taking her back. But you know, that takes a lot of like, crap, I feel like what I did was wrong. You know, I started this kind of situation that ruined, that resulted in like really just like torpedoing whatever future this group had. But do you think at some point they feel like they can't do that because it would just be either too embarrassing, or like it would just be bad for their image, because then maybe it would be like everyone who said bad things about us and said that the reason why we're doing this had negative intentions was right, because look at us going back to their track CD or CEO. Like, do you think they could go back?
Um, I okay. So I think they could go back.
Mm-hmm.
I just don't think they could make music as
Oh,
50-50.
interesting.
Because I think like the name is kind of tarnished now
Ooh.
with all this drama
Mm-hmm.
and all the like all the accusations and all of that. It's kind of just like, to me it's a dead name
Mm.
that they can't go back to. So if they did go back, I feel like they'd have to change their stage names or something and start fresh.
Mm-hmm.
And I don't even know if that would work because I feel like, I don't know, they're just so in, like they're just so deep into it
Mm-hmm.
now. It's just, I don't know if there's any like turning back. With Keena, I think because she didn't release anything with like the other girls last week,
Mm-hmm.
I think that helped her as well. And now she's like saying like it's the giver's fault. So it's like I think she has some like a path for her, but like for them, they already released what they released last week, and I think
Mm.
that was a very big thing. Um, I think they released something this week as well, and it's just like I think now it's just you're too deep,
Dang.
and yeah.
That's unfortunate. I feel like this whole time I was just saying that I feel like this was like, and it sucks because I see a lot of people putting the 50-50 members at the forefront of this, like, oh, they're so greedy, they're like lying, they're blah, blah. But I wonder how much, and obviously they were literally teens, if not like very early 20s. How, I don't like the fact that it's being lost, how much that even if they were in the wrong or whatever, it was due to manipulation. Like, one of the things that I thought was so crazy about the whole Sana giving the fake COVID test, she was told by an adult to do that. Yeah. Which is insane. I don't know if there's any laws regarding faking COVID tests or whatever, but this adult man told her and the other members to lie about their status of COVID and send a fake thing. Like, that's manipulation. Like, I think a lot of people are maybe a ways away from being teenagers and maybe forget how much a lot of people, like, you're just kind of primed to just listen to what older people say, even if it maybe is kind of shady, like, because you assume they know what they're doing because they're adults. Like, it just really sucks because even their parents, I would think, like, their parents are obviously adults that are out there to protect them, but then they have the lack of knowledge of the industry. So when somebody was feeding in their ear, oh, this guy, like, you know, passed on this big deal, like, he doesn't have your best, oh, you know, Warner Brothers was trying to, oh, you know, this company is financially unstable, they're gonna pile up debts, like that kind of thing. Like, it was just, you know, being manipulated. But I feel like I see a lot of people just crap talking them as individuals. And I get it because it was a decision they made. But let's not act like there weren't external forces that were probably pressuring them into doing this X, Y, and Z, you know? And yeah, but so even though I mentioned whether the members would go back, we actually got a really fresh update this morning in that it was announced by Attract that they have indeed terminated the exclusive contracts with 50/50 members Sana, Seo, and Aran. So in their statement, they said, we notified Sana, Seo, and Arang that their contracts would be terminated on October 19th. They continued, we have taken action in response to 3 50/50 members' lack of corrective measures or reflections on their serious contract violations. We will discuss follow-up measures against the member in the future. And then I saw that you added that the Giver CEO is going to get a police investigation as well. So it seems like they got what they wanted in a sense, that their contracts are now terminated, but it seems like they plan on suing or doing some type of legal battle in the future. So do you think overall this was a win for those members, and what do you think moving forward? How do you think they're gonna? I don't even know, because I know that they said that they'd rather not be in the idol industry rather than being in Attract. But what do you think this means for them now?
I was like reading the Reddit because I was trying to see what other people thought. Mm-hmm. Because like to me, it seems like Attract is going to sue them and that's not going to be good for them. Mm-hmm. I don't think they're going to be able to do much. And what I was reading is like other people were just thinking that they're going to be like blacklisted probably. And I was like, that makes sense, because it's like if they terminated their contract, and from what I was reading from the comments, I'm not sure how much of that is true, that they don't want to pay their training fees. And that's why they like ended their contract. Mm-hmm. I definitely think they might get blacklisted, because that's not, you have to pay what you were already contracted to pay.
Yeah.
And I just think it's just not a win for them. I think Attract is still going to come after them. So it's just, they're out of the company. They don't have obligation to do anything, but they still have to fight for the right to not be an Attract. I don't know.
This whole thing sucks, because I was like, there was this whole thing where like, I guess one of the members released the terms of the contract and stuff like that, and people were like, oh, well, there's nothing crazy in there, but it's just, because I think it's one of those things where it's like, there's a lot of, and okay, business girlies and business guys, don't come for me, but like there's a lot of things in the music industry in general, whether it's Korea, America, that are just really crummy and are really exploitative, but like they are the standard. So it's like, I would not be surprised. And again, with the whole like manipulation thing, with the or the Giver CEO, where it was so easy to be like, hey, this is kind of unfair, because for everyday people, it is unfair. Like, it is unfair to like have to pay back this money and not really know like the specifics of like what you accrue, like how much debt you accrued and how much you're earning and how that goes against each other, you may think, oh, well, you're investing in us, so why do we have to pay back, all that? Why can't we get paid, at all before we pay back X, Y, and Z and stuff like that? Like certain things that do seem really, really crummy, but they are the standard. So like, for them, it sucks. Like even the whole, like, I saw a lot of people talking about how like releasing the contract is like illegal and stuff. But it's like, well, if I'm trying to prove that we had really unfair, or what I deem to be unfair like clauses in there, and I'm trying to get the public on my side, what else am I supposed to do? But then it's like, oh, you can't do that. Like it's really, really like difficult to like reconcile what's morally wrong or morally shady versus what is like legally wrong and legally shady. So I just feel bad overall because I feel like in a lot of these situations, Attract has the legal high ground and like the legal like legality of it all on their side. But I can also see the way the members were like, maybe I did technically sign up for this, but maybe I didn't understand it, or maybe I'm now realizing how shitty that actually is. I don't know. It just sucks. Let me jump into chat. A lot of good points here. KT Adams says this could have been fixed, but that really depended on the group and the company actually talking to each other. That was one of the things I heard too, that apparently the one mediation they had, no one like directly involved was even there. Like I heard that like the Attract sent their like legal representatives, and then like for the 50-50 side it was like two of their mothers or something like that, so it wasn't even face to face, which is messy. But I wouldn't be surprised if there was a lot of telephone, I don't know, even to like the on purpose, because it's like if you cannot get them to talk to each other, then that really prevents them from actually hashing anything out. So in my opinion. Jamia says K-pop can be really K-pop fans can be really flip-floppy, so I wouldn't be surprised if their support turns into hate. Just in the spaces that you've seen, have you seen more hate for them, more pro Attract CEO, more pro Giver CEO? Like, what have you been seeing on the internet streets?
I think people think the members are like just caught in a bad situation. Like they were naive a little bit to sign. At least in like the last forum I was in, or like when they said that they were leaving, like they actually got permission to leave. People were just like saying like their contract wasn't that bad. That's why they couldn't even use it in court for the first thing. It seems like they just don't hate them. They're just like, it's not looking good for them. It's like how like people were saying
that. Well, I think it's
like I don't see any support for like Attract or anything. Like I've never seen like some Attract CEO fighting or anything like that.
Attract CEO light stick.
Yeah. Oh god. Before a 50-50 light stick, there's Attract.
That's
CEO.
crazy. That's crazy. Yeah. I mean, I feel like I do see people being like, they were so dumb, the adults around them failed them, that kind of thing. But yeah, I mean, I don't know, because a lot of people are saying in this sense, in like over in like the K side, there's like a sentiment that a lot of people just think they were being greedy, are very pro Attract CEO, and so they're kind of done. But I was just interested in like, I know on the iFan side it can be kind of different. But yeah, that, I don't know. It sucks because I feel like they don't maybe, like, I think there's a lot of people that will rally behind them because they like the music and the overall cause. But I don't know if they had diehards that if they somehow, because they were like blacklisted or they get kind of listed, they can do something where like maybe fans would go up for them, like that kind of thing. Because I feel like
Luna level.
yeah, there wasn't like enough time to grow there. Tiffany says, I'm surprised they aren't advised to have a lawyer on the trainee/idol sides look into contracts like big hits at BTS do when they were renegotiating their contracts for renewals. I mean, I would see that for renewals when the person's already famous, but when they're trainees, they have no bargaining power. So I would not be surprised unless it was
I still think they would have somebody to read.
I mean, I would think in like 2023 because of all the horror stories we had, but I feel like it's still like a desperate situation where it's like there's so many people that are thirsting to be K-pop idols now. So if you don't want to agree to their terms, they'll find somebody who will. That's the only thing that I'm afraid. But not saying that nobody does it. Probably like the richer families are probably like, that's cute. Let me get my family lawyer to do this. But I don't know. Yeah. A lot of times they're probably just parents being like, okay, we'll just look over it together and stuff. But yeah, it sucks. Hawk Show says, what a nightmare scenario for the three members. The one time an adult swoops in and acknowledges how you're being exploited, you accept his help just to be exploited by someone even worse. Yeah. And I think
I feel bad because I'm like, were they fully exploited yet? It seemed like they just started and then he was just like, they got a good hit and he was like, all right, you're being exploited. Oh my gosh. Like, it was like I feel like, I don't know, they didn't really have a chance to see if they were exploited in terms of like what is the song called?
Cupid?
Yeah, Cupid, how Cupid went. Mm-hmm. Like, it feels like it just went directly into just chaos, like, between Attract and Giver.
That's true. I think that's true, and that's why I'm like, when people are just like, oh yeah, they're 100% like lying or they're whatever. I do agree that where there was smoke, there was probably fire. Where they felt in some capacity the company wasn't treating them right. And therefore, when the Giver CEOs started putting in their ear that this is not a great group, this is not this is not a great company, they're not financially stable, et cetera, it was able to play off issues they were already having. And I know a lot of people are like, it's just the money, they didn't want to pay their trainee fees back, blah blah. And that could be it, because if I like was like, girl, where's my cat, like I feel like there is disconnect where it's like everyone's like, you guys are so famous, you're so rich, you're so great, but then your bank accounts don't feel that way, like you might be a bit confused. And while that is in contracts, we also do historically have in situations where somebody was making trash because they were actually being taken advantage of, like a TLC situation where like they like were selling 3 million copies, but they could they weren't making money reflecting that. So I feel like it's a hard situation because I think again of the standards being so actually kind of insane that to the average person, maybe you might be kind of like, oh yeah, maybe I am getting exploited type situation. But yeah, did I have anything else I wanted to mention? Okay. So one of the interesting things is now we officially have the news that the other three members that aren't Keena's contracts have been terminated, and Keena has rejoined Attract. What many were talking about last time was how Attract is actually having a show for like to create a new girl group. Do we think there's a chance that Attract will put Keena in this new girl group and they'll basically start either 50-50 from scratch, or they'll just give 50-50 songs to this new girl group?
I thought you were going to say, is he going to make her compete?
Oh, evil. Evil.
Because I think it would be like something like the Icon situation.
Oh, God.
Where it was like Icon already had like 3 members, and then they were auditioning the other members.
Oh, God.
So it would just be like, Keena is a lead. I could see that. If she wants to. Or she could be a soloist.
Maybe.
And yeah, I definitely think they'll get 50-50 songs. I don't think they'll be 50-50. Maybe it'll be 25-75. Some spin-off.
Oh, that'd be outrageous. All right. Well, that is the updates for now. I am still wishing good luck to everyone except the Giver CEO.
Seems trash. Like, I think that everyone understands he's trash. Like,
Yeah. So moving on to another tragedy, y'all. I've been in K-pop for 393 years, and every time I see this mama symbol, I get aneurysm. Like, why do y'all, like, I really want to get down to this. Why is that the I stands specifically get so crazy about the Mama Awards just to then say it's rigged, it's crappy?
yeah.
Like, why haven't we run? Like, what chokehold does Mnet have on y'all? Like, y'all still watch the variety or their survival shows, even though the whole rigation of produce, and y'all still
Drama.
y'all are addicted to drama, and I'm gonna need you to stop. So yes, guys, it's around that time, award season. We had the Fact Awards, and now we have upcoming at the end of November, the 2023 Mama Awards. And this week, they both announced the nominees in the different categories, and they also talked about how they would be breaking down the percentage of how, you know, the categories will be won. So I'm just going to go over them really, really quick. Artist of the Year and Artist Category Awards is 20% judges panel evaluation, 40% song downloads and streaming, 25% from Korea, plus 15 global, and 40% physical album sales. Actually, you know what I'll do? I'm going to bring up the Soompi article that this is on so we can just kind of walk through it. Ooh, I don't use this scene a lot. Hold on, let me shift you real quick. I don't want to know. Okay, there we go. Just like crack your neck, and then actually my okay there.
I would.
There we go. But yeah, let's see. Song of the Year and Genre Category Awards: 20% judges panel, 80% song downloads and streaming, which is broken down to 50% Korea plus 30% global. Album of the Year: 20% judges panel, 80% physical sales. Worldwide Icon and World Fan Choice: 70% Mnet Plus votes, plus 30% Spotify votes. Interesting. Best Music Video: 20% panel evaluation plus 80% music video. I'm guessing that says view. That means views. And then in order to be eligible, the song must have been released between October 22nd, 2022 and September 30th, 2023. So let me get that up. But before I even bring it up, is there anyone that you're hoping wins in a certain category? You're not trying to get aespa, that girl group award?
Oh, I forgot who. I don't know who's nominated. I think I looked at it when it first.
Yeah, let me bring it up. It's just so like
Rise.
I honestly kind of stan Rise a tad. Not really. I mean, that seems shady. Because I just don't be looking at anyone. But like, I mean, from a like, I actually really like Get a Guitar. Like, I was listening to this and I was like,
good.
Wait a second. Perhaps I stan. So here's the breakdown I mentioned. All right. I don't think we have time to go through all of these, but we'll just go through the ones that stand up. Or stand out. So yeah, we have Best Male Artist. I was really proud of myself for knowing the majority of the groups in this category. So boy group stands, don't say I never did anything for you.
Actually, I feel like I know everyone but the second one.
Evney?
I've never heard that.
Evney? I actually never heard of them either. That was the one that I don't know. Surprisingly, it's actually kind of crazy. Oh, they're in the Jellyfish? Oopsies.
Yeah. Oh.
Oopsies.
Oh gosh, everything's bright.
Okay, there we go, guys. Y'all didn't see that other stuff. I think for me, I mean, I don't even know, is it like a given that Rise is gonna win? Because I feel, to me, and this is because I'm
zero base.
You think so? Did the girlies did the zero base? Oh my god! No, don't say that. No, I don't. Listen, zero base won. If they won it, they deserved it. Listen, I just wanted to look at this comment that KT Adams says, I've been a K-pop fan since 2009. I'm only here for their performances at this point, and I agree.
But they're not even that great anymore.
That's true. Gone are the days. Gone are the days where. Gone are the days when Ihyori and Top kiss in the middle of a performance.
I was thinking EXO with the wolf, that random wolf thing that they did.
Wait,
Where
when they
they're
were
like
born?
school students. I don't even know. You remember
Oh,
that? That was Mama's, right? It
I vaguely
was like
remember it.
Luhan versus Kai.
Oh yes, the
I was
showdown of the
like, this is
century.
dramatic. I was like, cinematic. It's Twilight with no
I was gonna
vampires.
say, well, Luhan gives vampire teas and Kai gives wolf teas, so they know what they're doing.
But they were all supposed to be wolves.
Oh, that's true. Maybe they kind of lost the plot halfway. I'll be honest. I don't know. I only know Kiss of Life and Triple S. I feel like I should know who Limelight is, though. So I'm bad.
I've seen the name, whatever that second one is, however you say it. Is it Elves Up?
L is up. I'm not sure.
I've seen it on Reddit.
But you haven't listened?
Never listened to them.
Yeah. I need to get better of trying new groups. I'm very much like somebody has to, I have to see it suggested a lot of places. And then, like, I'm like the number one proof of like company privilege, because there's a lot of people I'll check out because I know the company. I know that's fake and lame of me, but I'm trying to get better with because everyone has bops. And Kiss of Life, I feel like it was promoted heavily. A lot of people were promoting them heavily on TikTok, so that's how I found them. But yeah, I don't know why I don't have a chat highlight for this scene. Hold on for a second. Shadow Wolf 1 says they need to bring mamas back to Korea, to be honest.
Is it not in Korea this year?
I think it's in Tokyo.
Why?
Because it's worldwide, you know? I think it's because they were like, oh, it's the Asian Awards, so they have to somehow incorporate.
Go somewhere else then. I thought they only go to Tokyo.
Well, they be having it 8 different places. For some reason, it's the Mama tour, like, instead of like remember that one day where it was literally like 4 days long, like 3 or 4 days long or whatever.
Which makes more sense, I guess, but
Too long.
Just being in Tokyo.
I mean, the Tokyo Dome slap, right? But yeah, it is kind of interesting. I'm just like, girls, let's make it one night and then wrap it up. One night and then wrap it up. We don't need 8 nights. I'm so sorry. This one is a bit heated, I guess. Best male group. We have EXO, NCT Dream, 17, Stray Kids, Treasure, and TXT. I think it's going to be 17. They're probably the strongest one here.
It's the top 3. Well, the top 4 are all strong. TXT.
Don't do TXT. How dare. Moas, we ride at dawn. Year? We ride at dawn.
Hypen had a better year.
Really?
That come over.
Oh, cause that bite me.
That song is so good. And they did a mix with Melodic. That's what got me into that.
Wait, who did they? They did, or
I don't know. Every time I was on like YouTube and I would watch a K-pop video, it would be the "Bite Me" song, and then it would for the chorus it would go into Melodic.
Ooh, what
this is it. I kind of like this "Bite Me" song.
Oh, they're appealing to retirement home K-pop stands.
No, not yet.
Okay, so you're saying Treasure and TXT need to get up out of here. You heard her, girls.
Oh yeah, actually no. Keep TXT and remove Treasure because
dang.
What did Treasure do?
Listen, YG stands. We ride at dawn.
Did they release? I mean, I guess they had to have if they're.
I think, I mean, as an EXO girly, obviously I want them to win everything. But if I'm being realistic, I think it's probably going to be 17. Although I feel like Stray Kids, I've heard of them a lot this year as well.
Also, their fans are very big. Like, I think, how much is voting?
That's a good question. I was about to double check. So for any of the artists, for voting is... Oh, I guess there's no voting in this category, but I guess you could say like physical sales and streams are like a reflection of fandom size a lot of the time. So there's a large physical sales, which is why I think that 17 is about to snatch. And then there's streaming global. The global girlies love Stray Kids. Yeah, I was gonna say. Yeah. Yeah. Do you think Stray Kids is more popular internationally than 17? Or am I just making things up? Or 17's fans?
Sometimes when I see random polls on like YouTube, it's always like filled with like people voting for Stray Kids.
Yeah, I feel like they have a very... But do you think it might be because their fandom's younger, so they still got that kick in them?
Maybe.
Because, you know...
It just seems like they're very
enthusiastic.
Popular. I feel like S-Class did very well.
All right. So this is the one I care about. Best female group. No, just kidding. But best female group. The thing is, I'm actually curious because New Jeans eats down. IVE eats down. All of them, I feel like in this whole entire category, really great. I as a ones, I'm gonna say I'm just gonna humbly take Twice out of this because I don't think they're gonna win. Be quiet.
Release something?
Be quiet. What?
Oh, Moonlight Saturday.
Okay, I thought you were saying something shady.
No,
Sorry.
I was like, what did they release that they're even there?
They released. Oh, this is me fake one saying. What was the song?
Moonlight.
No, the actual like title track though, of that comeback. Oh my god, why can't I remember? That's actually so scary. No, the one where it's no. I keep thinking it's Can't Stop Me, but it's not.
Oh, that's a good song.
Oh my god, why can't I remember it? That's so crazy. I can
Moonlight, Sunrise.
No, stop.
Like that song.
I mean, that song was
I don't know.
Oh my god, this is
I think it trumped whatever song they released.
I mean, I personally like that. Set Me Free. Oh my gosh.
Oh
wow.
Whoa.
I love my brain just not working sometimes.
Oh, that set me
free. Yeah.
I forgot about that wall.
I think I don't know because does IVE have better album sales than New Jeans? I really don't know because I would say New Jeans
have an album. Oh yeah, they do.
Yeah, their mini album. They're miniature. They're microscopic album. Yeah, that's really interesting. I think it's probably between IVE and New Jeans, but I think New Jeans. You think so? I actually think that I feel like G-Idol's song wasn't as big as IVE and New Jeans' song. I definitely think it was because I feel like it was hard because aespa Spicy too. I feel like it ended up not being that like when it came to all these. Well, I don't even think the Seraphim. Dang, that's really hard. It sucks because I truly think all of these people deserve it based on quality of music, but I do think that New Jeans was just like a lot this year, and I think maybe IVE too. But I just feel like and this is me literally just biasing in my head. I feel like aespa and G-Idol's comeback kind of came and went, in my opinion.
I thought G-Idol was still popular.
Oh yeah, that's kind of true. My booby hot.
Yeah,
that's hard. Yeah. Well, do you have a person you want to win?
aespa, but they probably won't. But aespa would be my pick.
Okay.
Followed by IVE or Le Seraphim.
Okay, you better stand IVE.
Because out of the ones that I like, yeah, those are the three.
Yeah, I would honestly be happy with anyone, but I think New Jeans is gonna win, and I would love for. Actually, I quite enjoyed Le Seraphim's album, so I would like them to win too. But you know, I'm an IVE stan, so I'm a dive, y'all. Mm-hmm. All right, this one was also very interesting. Best male artist. So 9/5 of the nominees are from BTS, but we also do have Im Young-woon, Park Jae-jung, and Taeyang. So admittedly, I don't listen to Im Young-woon, but I know he's really popular, and I actually don't know who Park Jae-jung is. So that makes me bad at this, guys. I'm sorry. But out of these four, I'll say four, even though we did have a discussion out of the three BTS members who we thought was gonna win. But who do you think's gonna, or let's just go, who do you want, who do you think? Who do you want, who do you think?
It's the same for both. So just Jungkook.
Oh, you better stand. Jimin fans.
I would have liked Kai to be there.
Oh yeah, that was interesting. We had a Kai list because he is nominated here, so it's not like they were like interesting. Oh, Taeyang. I forgot he released something.
Is it called Ride? What is that song called?
Shalala, apparently.
No. Oh, I was thinking Vibe.
Oh yeah, Taeyang. I love that song actually. But yeah, I will say I've been listening to I listened to his Tiny Desk and I'm like, wait, these songs actually slap. It's actually a complete disservice that people are kind of paying it to us, like in the because it's kind of a bit different.
The promotion was not good.
I mean, but was it not going on Tiny Desk? That's great. He performed.
I mean, by promotion, I mean like where was the teaser? I feel like he just dropped the
Oh,
song. And I was
that's
like,
true.
oh,
That was risky.
like
That
there was no
sucks.
time. And
Yeah,
now I'm like, I've moved on.
that's fair.
Now I'm upset.
That's fair. All right, we'll do like two more categories and then we'll move on. We have best female artist. I love Jihyo, but I really loved Sunmi's song. So
I
many
don't
people
think I
hated
liked
it, but
any of them except for me, Cheon.
oh, okay, that's fair. All right, we're going Somi Chan, and then let's do. Do we have another spicy one? Okay, best. Oh, okay, let's best music video.
Queen card. Oh yeah, I looked at this and was like, Queen card or Seven for
Same.
me.
This is gonna make me sound like a Jungkooklet, but Seven was such a good music video for me.
Yes, it was.
I really loved
But
that.
so was Queen card. Queen card was like,
Queen Card was fun. I do like the references.
yeah.
I Am should win just for that edit of
That one, I never heard this one bashing her head into the floor.
that had me
I got
shook. But yeah, I would probably be pro Jungkook. Let's jump into chat. Leanne says, for me, for best female artist, it's between Chaeyeon, Somi, and Jihyo for me. I think all of these are very strong too. Although, you know, Yena had the whole situation, but and maybe it's me just being a girl group stan. But I really think I enjoyed Somi's the best. All right, let's do song of the year. What was your song of the year?
Oh my gosh, there's too many songs.
I know. I'm gonna say obviously J Park Candy featuring Zion T. Y'all can fight your aunties. Listen.
I don't even. I would say. Let me look at the. I have it.
Dang, that is a lot of songs.
There's too many options. I love Ayo.
Okay.
Like every time it comes on in my playlist, such a good song. Probably that. Out of this, that or I Am or Seven.
Ooh, okay, Jungkook stan. Yeah, those are three good
Ditto's
songs.
there.
Yeah, I was gonna say I forgot because I think it was actually released last year technically.
Yeah.
But it's within the thing. But yeah, Ditto, I feel like right? Is it gonna
win?
I see, that's the thing that I always say. Songs that are released early it's so risky if you're trying to win an award, because even if you really do really well, I feel like a lot of people forget about the song by the end. And it does have the benefit that it gets more time to like accumulate like streams and stuff like that, but you also have to hope that it's not like such a fad. But I do think Ditto was like, it was on people's necks, so I can see that winning. But I probably would say out of all these songs, I really did enjoy Seven, and maybe because it just came out of nowhere and I didn't know what to expect from Jungkook. But yeah, artist of the year.
I was in hype and not here.
Oh, that's kind of true.
Fight me.
I'm surprised ATEEZ isn't here. I thought they were popular. No shade.
Yeah. No, they hate them.
Okay. Yes, a tiny experience or conspiracy theory.
I was like, I went on Reddit and people were like, I'm surprised that someone put like a topic of like, I'm surprised that ATEEZ was nominated, and then somebody in the comments was like, how do you not know? Like, they're not gonna get nominated.
Oh, are they really?
I was like, dang.
Are they really not popular in Korea? I really have no idea. Are they really not popular in Korea? I really have no idea.
I don't know. I can't. I don't know.
Dang.
I can't tell with boy groups. Like, I'm confused because like they don't really they're not on the charts usually, so I'm like, I don't know, does that mean they're not popular?
And I feel like I'm confused because like if you just look at their fans, they're the most popular. They're bigger than Michael Jackson, like the way that like their fans would, which is obviously that's what fans do, but like that's why I get confused, because it's just like the reaction to them be so crazy. But yeah, Hakusho makes a good point though. Oh my god, by New Jeans ain't on the song of the year list. What's up with that?
Ditto supremacy.
Were they like, you can only have one girl, which is not even, because the Big Naughty has 8 here, so, and BTS has 17.
First of all, who is that? To have 2.
You will get us dragged to infinity and beyond.
Also, BTS. Well, they did say take 2. So.
Oh, TXT also has two. That's actually so weird. Maybe it's
TXT. First, okay.
Maybe it's one of those
OSTs. I guess. Wait, is there an OST?
Oh, this is okay. This is an
category?
OST. Yes, there is. One of TXT's
Okay,
there's an
that's
OST. Okay. Is it the same? Oh, okay. So this is also okay. So let's calm down. This is also okay. Let's calm down.
I was like scared. I was like, wait, how TXT? They only came back once, or I guess twice now.
Oh God. Okay, then let's just do last one. Artist of the year. Who do you think it's gonna be?
There's so many people.
I know. I mean, I want to say Jungkook because I'm simping, but also the thing is, I'll give it to New Jeans, but like, I feel like a lot of people had a good year. But they were kind of like the talk of the town. You're gonna give it to Rise? Oh, they're not even here. They are.
They
here.
are there.
Okay, Rise Supremacy.
Is everybody I think that's nominated?
Yes. I'll give it to EXO.
I would say.
Hey, Andre.
EXO. Take me back. Take me back to 2015.
I'm sorry. We gotta move on. Also, hey Andre, and also hey Gordy. I saw that you popped in as well. All right, so we might not be able to go all the way back to 2015, 16 EXO, but we can talk about them.
Oh, I was like, what?
The Shoot. What is this unemployed man doing?
How dare you? As he's standing next
what?
to Kim.
I'm just saying what the people want to hear.
What did your fave do at
Okay, it's not about me.
Shumin.
It's about we.
Shumin was a co-MC, or I don't even know what. I guess he was a host, like CBX at Chen's wedding. Great. The one picture I could find. And then, I guess the other thing that he's doing is he's going to be on a show called Che's Drift. I've never.
What
is Che's Drift?
What is this about?
I don't know what it is.
Oh.
I don't know. But they look like they're in a spa.
Oh, okay. Happy together. Happy together.
So it's like with his name Hyungwon from Monsta X.
Oh yeah, okay.
That's supposed to come out, I think, either this week or next week.
Mm.
And then I also just wanted to like show some pictures about Ning Ning from aespa.
Okay.
She like released her pictures. Apparently it came out on.
It came out on what?
Technically today, on her birthday.
Okay.
But I guess in Korea.
I'm sorry, you keep cutting out a bit.
What?
You keep cutting out a bit. Okay, yeah.
Hello?
Maybe being closer will help. Yeah. I think it's probably. Do you have a noise gate on?
Nope.
Oh, okay. Sorry, continue.
I might have turned down the. Hold on. I don't know which way I'm supposed to go.
Still.
Either way, so she looks good.
Oh, let me.
That's all I am saying.
This honestly does eat. This is the Y2K we're looking for. Okay, yeah. SM, keep this up. This is what we expect.
Like the outfit.
Yeah.
I was like, what in the world? And she's the youngest member. I was like, relax, everybody. Calm down.
Stay calm, okay? Andre says, so let me ask, was Lay at the wedding? Actually, that's a good question. Was he?
You know he was busy. He probably CGI'd himself into it. Hey.
Why the dance moves?
And they're like, that's not even the dance to the song. And he was like, I'm gonna make it up. Kind of like how he did the rover.
He was like, why do y'all keep sending me the wrong choreography? Okay, I'm trying to participate. You keep sending me the wrong choreo, so I have to go from scratch. Stop this. Yeah, I'm not sure, but there was rumors that Luhan was there that I think got squashed. Did they get squashed?
I don't know. I think people were just being hopeful.
I mean, if we had a Shuhan link in 2023, the world
it would be awesome, but it's gone. It's past.
Oh my God, it's gone. They probably test each other on Snapchat. They probably are there. What is it? The Snap?
On WhatsApp.
Yeah, they probably text each other, I'm sure. All right, so we're moving on to the
Ew. Ew. Ew.
Listen, We don't need the hateration in this dancery. Honestly,
What are you
I
talking
got
about?
gagged because
That was part of the song.
How dare you? The thing is, I don't have my audio thing, so when that plays, they can only hear you in the Cupid song. So only your negativity is getting through to the people while I'm playing that beautiful intro.
It's a Cupid song?
Yeah. Oh yeah, you can't hear him.
To have ew?
How dare you? It's you go. It's the I'm feeling lonely, and then you going ew in the background.
Wow. I should get my royalties. I'll be waiting. Attract. Or gators, whichever. I don't know.
They're like, we're actually suing you for trying to make your own version. Andre's right. Maybe I should change the song because it's a bit little. It has a bit of a negative connotation now, or a sad connotation. Haksho Asshole says, Lay wanted to be at the wedding but got laid over in Beijing is what I've been telling myself since.
He's been there ever since.
Whatever helps
at the
you
Beijing
get.
airport, being like, "Is this my flight?" I'm like, "No, it's gone." He's like, "No, not again."
He had to learn the
10
rover.
years.
He had to learn the rover moves in the bathroom, and that's why he just gave up. He was like, the
Just
mirror
with
is not big
the hand
enough.
dryer.
No.
I'm trying to film.
Right? He's like, excuse me, I need to post this in like 12 hours. Rover. So we have some because anyway, we have some bad news on the Real Podcast Boyfriend. And unfortunately, it is that he will be leaving SM Entertainment. Sorry, Star Museum Entertainment. So on October 18th, JTBC reported that EXO's Dio will be leaving SM Entertainment and joining a new agency established by his longtime manager, with whom he has been working beside since debut. And so SM was like, wait a minute, and said Dio's exclusive contract with us will expire in early November. Following thorough discussions with Dio, it has been decided that he will continue with his EXO activities, or he would continue his EXO activities with SM, but will proceed with his acting and individual activities through the newly established agency founded by his former manager. So he's out of there. No, it's giving SNSD arrangement. Sorry for anyone I shocked with that title. I mean, he did technically leave SM, you know, but anytime they gotta wrangle him back into EXO, you know, it'll be under SM, which I'm glad that SM also gave this kind of situation, because I think also prior to this, there was an announcement that EXO, Sehun, and Chanyeol were leaving, but essentially they were like, no, because if you want to be an EXO, it's going to be under SM. But they've essentially made it so if any of them want to, for like individual activities, want to set up their own individual labels, they are free to. So essentially, Lay was living in the future and we just didn't know, because he kind of, you know, paved the way. Hold on.
I feel like Luhan and all through the other Chinese members helped get him to where he was.
Dang.
They were like, don't leave. You can make your own studio. I mean, that's why Tao left, right? Studio, right? You can get one too. You don't even have to come back to Korea.
That's
Honestly,
true.
forget Korean. You don't even have to speak it.
They like zap it from his brain. They're like, we're taking it back. But yes. Also, I don't know if I remembered to add this. No, I didn't. Dio was also at the wedding. Let me see if I can get a picture. There was only one picture I could. How now, brown cow? How now, brown cow? I did see.
You couldn't really tell if he was actually at the wedding.
That's because he is such a low key person, because the girls were fishing for the picture. They're like, where is it? We gotta find it. There's this cute edit I saw where somebody was like, me and Kyung-soo looking at each other from across the room at Chen's wedding. And it's that Nicki Minaj edit that went viral that people would always like put with their faves. Do you remember this?
No.
Oh, it was so. I think the original one with Jimin was with Jimin, and it's like this video of Nicki looking over and smiling, but then you like cut like your fave doing the same thing, so it seems like they're looking at each other. But I remember the first one I saw was with Jimin, but this one was really cute too. Me having this, but not the actual picture of him at the wedding, is peak how I stand. But yeah, so it was very cute. I'm ready for him as a solo non-SM. I mean, I think it makes sense, right? Because I think SM is such a big, even though I feel like they do have like a subdivision for acting, there's such a big agency that I just feel like at some point, you know, you're not going to be the priority anymore. So it's better to, for your individual like bargaining and stuff, just be out on your own. And he's made enough connections throughout the years. I feel like that he can, you know, pull stuff without SM's power. So it makes a lot of sense to me. But yeah, so that is it for the number one real podcast boyfriend update.
That changes every week.
Schumann, not sure. We can talk.
Is there been a week without him?
Okay, but you've been low key trying to expose us to AT's members, so let's not, you know. Let's not pretend. You literally said it's okay if I retire Schumann as long as you can talk about ATs because Schumann is washed up. And
I never said that.
These are not my words.
Words into my mouth. I would never say that. Schumann will never be until he retires.
Oh, wait, this is a great question. Andre says, so will D.O. release solo music under said agency? I don't know if they specified individual. Well, it says his acting and individual activities will be managed under
music.
Yeah, that makes the most sense too.
And he's not gonna make music.
How dare I knew you were gonna say something. Let me sage. I'm gonna sage this room because you just are spitting.
Does he really want to do it?
How now, brown cow? First of all,
another 5 years before you get a D.O.
Why is she okay? I got a sage because you brought.
You'll
this.
Have like OSTs.
You brought this on yourself. Please don't say. Oh, I feel bad.
A real podcast boyfriend.
Because and you kind of got some smoke.
Beckham, why would you do that to him?
It's right over Schumann. Beckham is fine.
He's in the picture.
It's over you and Schumann. Let's make that clear.
In the picture.
You and Schumann are together being unemployed.
Okay. You also think Beckham's unemployed.
Beckham stay with a job. I mean, he's Ezekiel or whatever. He's the Book of Eli in that League of Legends thing. I know he stayed with a check. Don't doubt me. I'm not quite sure what Schumann is. Okay, y'all. Sorry. I got caught up. All right, we're gonna real quick go through these new songs. So 2 songs we want to discuss of artists that recently came back. We have, this is not really a comeback because technically it's a Kid Laroi song, but we do have just like, he looked good. Ooh. It's crazy. Like, I just turned off the light when I did that. So if you're wondering why it got really dark, that's why. Yes. So we have Jungkook with the Kid Laroi and Central C, who Jasmine did not know who that was last year or last. I still don't know who that is. Okay, consistent. What did we think?
Eminem, but not really.
Yeah. What did you think about this song?
I think it was a good song. I think Jungkook sounded good. Also, I think Kid Laroi, I don't know what it is, but he was going through a Post Malone phase. Now, I guess after like the Stay song, he's just going through his Justin Bieber.
Oh yeah, I was gonna say this is giving very much Justin Bieber. Well, he had
the hair.
Oh, okay.
Everything. I thought it was Justin Bieber when it was first released.
Stay? Like, or this song?
What is that? The teaser picture?
Oh yeah.
I thought it was Justin Bieber. I didn't know who. Picture.
LOL. I mean,
so
isn't that Jungkook's last bastion? I feel like he worked with all his pop faves, and now Justin Bieber is the last, stance. I was surprised JB wasn't on there. That's true. Andre says, "Why does he look like a skinny Eminem?" He
See?
Does. Okay.
Like, what's going on?
I actually found him really cute.
I actually didn't not care. I didn't mind his rapping. He kind of reminded me of Ed Sheeran. He has like a similar accent.
Oh.
Because when Ed Sheeran raps, he sounds like him. So it wasn't too bad. And then it's not my favorite Kid Laroi song, but it's good.
I I agree.
I mean, I would listen to it.
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think it's good. I would have maybe jumped to listen to it, but it was catchy. I feel like it fits so well with the sound that Jungkook has been doing. So it's funny that it's not even his song. Like, I feel like so meticulously, I feel like planned his just whole solo, debut and venture or whatever. But it was cute. I liked the Central C rap as well. Let's move on to
no rating.
Oh, 0. Just because I want to make sure we have time for. I'm just kidding. Time for open bar.
She's not kidding, guys.
All right, guys. So we have NCT New Team, which is NCT Tokyo, I guess. Which I don't know.
I don't understand.
Y'all want to tell?
I thought this was a fake name, and I'm still hoping this is changing sometime soon because it's not gonna age. Like,
that's
if
true.
If they're gonna be the last team, make them final team, last team.
Okay.
Why is it new? Like, what is a new team?
Yeah, new team.
They're not gonna always be new.
That's true. I was thinking it was a placeholder, but I'm like, why? If you're going to release a legit single, why not actually have the name? Like, that doesn't make that much sense to me. So
I'm hoping maybe they do a voting thing.
Oh, that would be interesting. That'd be a fun little way to wrap up the NCT trilogy, or not trilogy, but NCT era. What if Lucas debuts in this group later on? Yeah.
Imagine. He's like, Japan doesn't know who I am. Hello. I mean,
that'd be such a silly rationale.
I forgot how to say hi in Japanese.
Not Dajaha.
Konnichiwa.
Oh, yeah.
I was gonna say ni hao, and I was like, no, that's China.
Yeah, but I thought the song was okay. I'm so sorry, guys. I wish I would have listened to it more, but I only listened to it a couple times. It was all right, but I didn't really I don't know. I have this thing where if a song doesn't really stand out, it's hard for me to, if I can't think of one part that I really, really like that has me hooked, it's hard for me to remember. So,
yeah. I mean, I thought it was a cute song. It was very dreamlike. NCT Dream. And I was like, I guess it's because they all look like they're 10. I was like, that makes sense. They'd get a dreamlike song.
That's funny.
But it was a cute song.
Yeah, it wasn't too bad. I think it's a nice first swing. Leanne says, 20 years when NCT New Team has 30 gajillion Hubei groups, are they still going to be called New Team? Yeah, the girls need to put some thought in these names, okay? It makes no sense. I feel like sometimes where people have weird names, I'm like, you don't think this group's going to have longevity, huh? I just feel like there's a way you name a group if you're we're in it for the long haul. Jordy says, this is an interesting idea. Maybe they will rotate the members so they'll always be new.
We all saw how NCT worked. We all saw how Dream worked. That was supposed to be rotational. These people were probably supposed to be in Dream at this and now they have to be in this group.
That's true.
That's not going to work. I mean, maybe it could work for Japan if they solely...
Oh, yeah, it's a AKB48. It's so crazy. Okay, wait. Remind me again about the whole NCT situation. So Dream was supposed to have all every young it was supposed to have graduations, but was it every new person introduced to the NCT cinematic universe would have to go through Dream first and then graduate and then join another group?
I don't think so.
Okay.
I think Dream was just supposed to be the young members.
But were they going to add people to Dream, or was it just going to be Dream is going to exist until everyone just graduated?
I thought they were going to add people because they had young trainees, so I assumed that they would get added graduated, but no one. Well, one person graduated back.
Wait, what?
They did one album. What?
One person actually did graduate for NCT Dream?
Mark.
Oh, they actually let him graduate?
There's a whole album with out him.
But wasn't the whole thing that they were mad?
Grow up?
They were mad, and then wasn't he going? I thought the whole thing was that they said he was going to graduate. People got mad, and so they're like, never mind.
No, he graduated. He was gone for a whole album.
Oh, dang.
And then he came back.
Oh, okay. That's foolish.
Yeah.
Yeah. That would have
It didn't make any sense because the album, I liked that album, and I thought it was fine with
the Markless album.
But they were like, bring him back, even though he's in 500 groups right now. He's booked and busy.
That's actually so crazy. Yeah, honestly, I can understand why fans don't like it, but that would have been such a cool concept, I think, like genuinely. And I was like thinking how they could have literally just plucked what they were going to do with Super Junior, and every year it's like not necessarily a whole new lineup, but it's like literally how you would do school. So there's like NCT Dream 2000 whatever the hell 18 or whatever, NCT Dream 2019. So it's like, oh, this member was in NCT Dream 2019 to 2020 or something like that. So you can kind of like, oh yeah, I honed my craft, I like, you know, grew, and I was in this era. And then like you can always come back and be like, oh yeah, I was in, remember when it was this and that and the third. Like I get the sentiment, but I feel like if they really had it as like a starter group and then you graduate to like another group, whether it's a whole new team under NCT or it's just, okay, you get to be in this, you know, NCT 127 or whatever the heck now, it would just be like a cool, very AKB48-esque like ecosystem of NCT. And it's not the idea that you just stand NCT Dream, you stand the NCT ecosystem. So it's not that your fave will just go on and do nothing. Like maybe the person that you really liked him being in a group with when he was in NCT Dream, maybe when that person graduates they can go to whatever, you know, NCT group. Like it could have been really, really cool. Like I understand that fans like, you know, they decided to stay in a group and they don't like the wishy-washy, but it could potentially have been really cool.
Yeah.
So, you know, Star Museum, if you want me on the board of trustees.
Gosh, I forgot that's what they're called.
I'm here. Andre said it's basically what Playtest was doing with After School, but they backed out.
Yeah.
And I think it's nice too, because I think having that, like, because it could be when you graduate for NCT Dream, you're like, all right, I'm done with the idol life. Or it could be, okay, let me find whatever. And I think it would have been like really cool and a really nice, good for the idols, because if they're like, okay, I don't want to do this anymore, it can be like a formal system of, okay, I'm going to graduate without people being like, you ruined the group, like, you know, or the pressure to keep the group together. So interesting. Very interesting. All right, guys. So that is it for the songs, but it's time to see what y'all want to talk about. You know what it is. Open bar, y'all. I'm not your boyfriend. I'm not your boyfriend. I'm not your boyfriend. I'm not your boyfriend. So I kind of did a perfect harmony there. So if you guys want to clip that.
Was that? Sorry.
I'm leaving the country actually after that. I can't take this abuse.
Is that what a harmony is?
How dare you. All right, y'all. So you know what it is. You know what they did. You know what they did. Why is this not? Okay, there we go. All right, guys. So open bar. We're gonna do for the next, I guess, like 10 minutes. What do y'all want to talk about? We didn't talk about like why you playing? I want to say off the bat, you guys probably saw that the Squid Game reality show live action trailer has been dropped by Netflix. Maybe some of you guys have forgotten because this has been so long ago at this point, but after Squid Game got really popular, it was announced that Netflix was going to do a reality show basically based off of the Squid Game, you know, everything that Squid Game was about. There was some like kind of horror stories and articles that came out that maybe it wasn't like the best conditions, but they recently just dropped the trailer, and I gotta say, I know the girls were saying that it doesn't make any sense to have a reality show about something that literally was about capitalism ruining like people's mental health, but mama, it slaps. I don't care. It looks really interesting. And in the trailer, they literally do you say verbatim? I don't know. But they literally have the games 1-to-1, like literally same set. And then they added new games that the people play as well. And I just thought that was really interesting. I don't know. Did you get a chance to see it yet?
I'm like skimming through.
Okay, because
I've never watched the show, so.
Oh yeah. Oh my.
I still need to.
Jazz, you literally have had 396 years to watch this show.
You know, until season 2 comes.
How dare?
When the trailer drops, I'll watch.
How dare? How now, Brown Cow? Actually, I'm just gonna have it in the back, but I'm really excited. It looks really cool. I think what will be interesting is them genuinely being able to follow, because it seemed like there was for as many people that are going to be in this game, there's a lot of people who got a lot of screen time surprisingly in this thing. And I know this first whatever takes out a lot of people. So maybe it's like, oh, this guy appears so many times, and I'm like,
yeah, I was gonna say
I'm
he was in the beginning.
so I think they like pick and choose maybe who they decided to focus on, which is interesting. We got Jamie Lee Curtis in here. Just kidding. But yeah, it looks very, very cool. And in one of the scenes they show that they asked the players to like they have to eliminate 2 players. So I'm like, ooh, they're doing like kind of like a psychological kind of liar game type thing too. And I think they're really going to try to focus on the like strategy of people teaming up and the like personalities and stuff. Maybe I'm hyping this too much, but I'm just so surprised how many like verbatim games they have in here. They even have the glass game, y'all. They have the glass path game. That gagged me. I'm excited. I don't care.
Don't people die in
They do.
Squid Game?
And I was honestly kind of like,
fun.
well, oh my god. Well, we're not trying to kill real people. Death. We're not trying to kill real people. We're trying to keep people alive.
But we are. That's what Squid Games is. This is fake.
You're like, people are alive? I don't think so.
They're not exploding when that girl turns around? Not the same.
That's funny. But yeah, I'm excited. Y'all should check out the trailer if you're a Squid Game. Yeah, I don't know. Maybe they start doing dances and stuff. But I'm very, very excited for this.
Is that in the show too? They start dancing?
Yeah, the musical number. KT Adams says Rain is coming to America for a tour. And guess who's going? This girl.
No, you're not.
I am. I'm going.
Are you really?
The thing is, so we had talked about this before, KT, about how
she gave in.
I did give it. Oh, the thing is, I'm not getting great seats. I'm not getting the $600 seats. I love you, Rain, but you know, I got things to pay. But I am decently. I think the seats that I'm going for are like 100 something. I forget how much I paid, but they're not the front row seats, and they're definitely not the VIP get a picture with him seats. And I don't love the fact that it's literally the Wednesday before Thanksgiving, and I'm gonna literally have to stay over. Yeah, but you know, I luckily public transport is running, so I'm just going to go there at night, stay over, then take the first train out of there when it's all done. I'm really excited to see it. Like, I was like contemplating with myself. I was like, I hate the whole way this was planned. However, it would be a disservice as a cloud not to get to see Rain. I don't know if this will ever happen again, especially if this ends up flopping. So it's really once in a lifetime. You know, he's not the type of artist that will come back all the time. He's in a very different stage of his career, so I would be remiss. But now that I've like made the decision, I'm super excited. Like, I keep thinking like, he hasn't had like an album in a long time, so what the hell is he gonna perform? We really don't know. And if he goes to the deep cuts, I might lose my mind, y'all. I might literally get a lobotomy just by like literally, I might go crazy.
Oh my gosh.
I might lobotomize.
What are you doing now, sir?
Like, it's just a real truth, y'all. Speaking of concert tours, the Eric Nam show was amazing. Ooh, I didn't know that already happened. Okay. Jazz, you're nomination, so you didn't go? You said you were gonna be nomination last time.
I did see I saw him get interviewed by
Kelly Clarkson.
Yeah. I didn't know there was a saying, like there's a saying about him. Did you see that?
Yeah, how he said he was Korean. Yeah, I remember people.
One nom per household.
I was like, okay.
Or Eric Nam.
One nom per household. Where's mine? How dare?
No, I mean, like, that's like popular.
That's true.
I mean, like, you got a saying for Eric Nam's in your house and say that to you? I didn't think he was like that popular.
I mean, I remember him like a lot of people like, because first of all, he was when he was talking about how he was on everything, I was like, yeah, I remember that, specifically because he was like the go-to if some like American or English speaking person, like actor, was coming to America, they would always fix together a interview with Eric Nam. Like, he was that go-to. True, yeah. But then I also remember him people liking him a lot when he was on We Got Married with Solar. So like that makes sense.
He was explaining that.
Yeah.
Like, that is
it's like
wild.
So I got married for fake, and he was like, it sounds weird. I know. I was like,
6 months. I was like, I didn't know it was that long. That's half a year. It's too long.
You might as well actually propose by then. Leanne says, anyone watch Summy's comeback? I did not.
Wait, came back? Wait.
Yeah, I didn't know it already happened. LOL.
Yeah, I knew it was coming. Dang, I usually look at what this week, like the week that I'm in. But I was like, ooh, sorry.
And I hope.
ATs.
Oh my God.
ATs.
We need an intervention, mama. We need an intervention with you.
Drop something. I don't know what it is, but I will watch that later. I'm looking for some.
We need an intervention, mama, because unless it's EXO.
It's not my fault. They literally put it on the first row by itself.
No.
They're like, this is what you want to see. This is only thing.
They're like, we know you.
6 days ago? What was I doing?
Honestly, sometimes I feel like I'm just not tuned in like I used to. I feel like I'm not tuned in like I used to be back in the days, because I feel like I would know everything that came out, and now I'm just like artists that I've loved for years. I'm like, what? They dropped something? So y'all, that's just as well me. Andre says, so Eric's brother Eddie was there, and I told him we need to get a like stick together. Yes, okay, making business moves.
Talk to his brother.
You're like, Eddie, come here. Eddie, Edward, hither. All right,
bestie, come here.
You're like, bestie, come.
We're getting food afterwards.
Exactly. Are we doing Chick-fil-A? Are we doing Chipotle? We need to decide right now. All right.
Are we doing the usual? What are we doing?
He's like, the usual. Wait, I just met you.
The usual.
And this is crazy. But here's my number.
Imagine. Here's my number.
So call me, baby. What else happened? I think I already talked about this. So Instas released a list of the highest streams of male idols for 2023, and I think Hypen with Bite Me was first, which
for what?
I think it was
that
yeah. But then a lot of people were mad because apparently in the title it literally is like top Spotify streams excluding BTS. Because I guess BTS released a song. I guess Take Me, would have had the most if they include.
Let's be real.
Okay, here's the thing.
What is that?
I can understand excluding like not OST, like a fan song, right? It was a fan, more of a fan song. But I mean, if you're saying it is kind of weird to be like top idol or Spotify songs excluding BTS. We just put them there. Like, I feel like people will exclude BTS anyway because they're like, well, obviously
then
BTS.
You won't get Boys Next Door.
Oh, I guess that's true. The last one.
Who's this?
Sorry, this is horribly like you can barely see this. What am I doing?
Rise. Oh wow, Rise is up there.
Listen, Get a Guitar is eating the charts.
It's not even Get a Guitar.
Oh, what is it?
Is this albums?
This is just title songs. I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
How did Memories get above? I guess it was.
Look at you. Look at you dragging them.
I like Memories, but I'm just like, I thought Get a Guitar would.
Yeah, I like Get a Guitar, but I actually don't know much about not AT's Rise. If I'm being honest, I just know I like that song.
I only know those two songs because they had music videos.
But yeah, Somin is leaving Running Man. Do you watch Running Man?
I saw that. I don't, but I remember seeing that she was leaving and being confused because I thought it said Chon Somi.
Oh.
And I was like, first of all, shouldn't she be on the show first for her to... Like, she can't leave a show that's not... she's not on.
That's funny. Yeah, I feel like the thing is I haven't really watched... First of all, Running Man has been on since 1933. It's been on for so long. But I actually have been like kind of clocked out during her era. So I'm not really as familiar with her. But good for her. I feel like it's always like really hard going through that whole like, I'm on this popular variety show, but I also want to be like a working actress. So it's like, you know, that takes, I don't know, does Running Man still film like twice a week? I feel like that would take a lot of energy and time and stuff. I remember, and this is kind of like random association, but Family Outing, which I always see as the predecessor to Running Man, even though it technically isn't. There are like two actors, one Lee Chun-ni, and I forget what the girl's name was, but they were on that, were really popular, and so they left so they could pursue their acting career. But then it was like after they weren't on it anymore, it kind of was like they weren't as popular because they weren't on this big show. So that's also one of like the difficult things. But Yeah, but I mean, shout outs to her if it's what she wants to do. All right. Anything else that you wanted to talk about?
I don't know. Oh, we didn't talk about the I keep wanting to say Fortnite. League of Legends.
Oh yeah.
Oh my god.
Baekhyun lend his voice to League of Legends. I actually didn't listen to it, so that makes me.
It was pretty good. It wasn't Pop Stars level, but it was everything KDA released after Pop Stars level.
You're like, it wasn't great. It was good though. I'm excited to hear Baekhyun going. So
yeah, he was good. I like the animation. I like whatever Riot Games, they do very good animations.
I gotta check it out. Yeah, but I feel like nothing will top Pop Stars to me. But I'm always here to hear Baekhyun's voice. So, and the other people, who are they again?
I do not know. People I do not know.
Just randos.
No, I didn't. Ozzy, Toby Lowe, Blue.
Oh yeah, we talked about this last time. I mean, I don't know any of them except Toby Lou, so I'm gonna have to check that out. That's very interesting. Leanne says, not K-pop related, but I'm watching the new K-drama A Good Day to Be a Dog. It's pure fluff, and I'm obsessed. Cute.
What is that even? Is someone a dog?
Everyone's a dog. Also, hey, Fortunate. So you guys don't have to go home, but you gotta get the heck out of here. Thank you so much, guys, for hanging out with us for another fun episode of The Sleepy Idol. As usual, we enjoy all of you guys' company. Before any of you guys go, I'm gonna need a couple things. Make sure you give the video right now a like. Make sure, and if you're watching the VOD also, make sure to like the video. Make sure to tell me what your favorite part was. I do read the comments afterwards. I know it might be a bit of a different experience than being live here, but I'm always down to talk K-pop and kiki with everyone, so that will be much appreciated. And if you're watching it live, when the video becomes a VOD, go ahead, go leave a comment. Tell me what your favorite part was. Tell me if you spot one of your comments. All right, tell me if I missed one of your comments and be like, okay, Flop J, why did you not respond? You're Flop. And also I will periodically upload clips to the YouTube channel, so if you see those and you like it, make sure to give that a like. Make sure to follow on TikTok. Have all the links in my channel somewhere in the description. Make sure to follow me on Twitter, blah 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 blah, all that. It's really hard for me to do this stuff. Also, we have memberships available, so if you're looking for additional ways to support the podcast, you can join as a member. And I think the tiers are Rookie, Idol, and like America Superstar. So if you're trying to win at the mamas, you gotta become one of the membership tiers. All right. Jazz, is there anything else you wanted to tell the people?
I don't know.
You're like, who are y'all? I don't even know y'all.
I guess, okay. Have you ever
heard of what?
House of Usher?
Yes, Usher is probably one of my favorite R&B artists. I think I like Confessions.
Not that one. I think it's what's it called? Edgar Allan Poe.
Edgar Allan Poe. Sorry, there's a song.
There's a show on Netflix by and it's like a couple of episodes. So I've been watching that, and that's pretty good. It's made by Mike Flanagan, who made like Haunting on Bly Manor.
Oh, okay. Yeah, I've heard of
Midnight Mass. He also made Hush. If you ever seen
by Miss A. Oh, okay. Hush.
Okay.
Imagine. Icon. That's iconic behavior.
He was like, I went from K-pop to making horror shows. It was a generic, a simple connection.
It just made sense. Okay. So. Yeah.
But it's a good show so far, at least what I've watched.
Okay, gotta check that out.
If you want a scary show That's a good one.
Okay.
And it's not too scary. It's not like the scariest thing I've ever seen.
Okay, I was gonna say, because I do have levels. I don't like going to sleep like if I see something that's like super disturbing, like it will keep me up.
You know,
So
at least not right now. What I've seen isn't like scary.
okay, good. Get it while it's chill. All right. So thank you guys so much. I love your faces, and I'll see you tomorrow. Just kidding, Philip DeFranco. But see you next time on the Sleepy.
Every time. Okay.
Idol. Oh, actually, that's cuter if it's opposite. Idol.
Am I doing
Yeah.
yeah. Literally, my brain. I'm like, what is happening?
I mean, I'm sure.
This is not even the right.
I'm sure I have it flipped in
Can't.
school, like flipped and stuff. So it's really messy. But also, what was I gonna say? I think that was it. Oh yeah, if you guys have any like suggestions on different things like segments and stuff like that, make sure to leave it in the description or shoot me a tweet on Twitter. I'm always looking for fun ways to spice up the podcast. So yeah, but we will see you next time, guys. Bye. Bye. It's giving Cartman. Bye. Okay, bye.
I still did not get that.